You're watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and the stories that define this sport. If you live for the comebacks, the controversies, and the champion moments, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the rush. The Shanghai Masters isn't just another tournament. It's one of the crown jewels of the ATP calendar, a Masters 1000 that has historically been dominated by the sport's greatest names. Roger Federer, Andy Murray, Novak Djokovic himself. They've all had incredible runs here. For Djokovic, Shanghai has always been a place of success. He's a four-time champion, and he has described the tournament as one of his favorites on tour, praising the fans, the atmosphere, and the conditions that suit his game. But heading into 2025, things are different. Djokovic is 38 years old, still defying logic with his performances, still competing with players nearly 2 decades younger. But every decision he makes now carries weight. And this week, Djokovic made an announcement that shocked fans worldwide. So what exactly did Djokovic say? In a press conference ahead of Shanghai, Djokovic revealed that his participation in the tournament would not follow the usual script. He confirmed that he won't be playing the full schedule of matches if his body doesn't respond well. He's considering a strategic adjustment, possibly using Shanghai as a testing ground for a new approach to his calendar. And most importantly, he admitted that he is prioritizing longevity over chasing short-term victories. He stated, "At this stage of my career, I have to listen to my body more than ever. Shanghai has always been special to me, but I have to be realistic about my goals and health. I want to be here, but I also want to be smart about the road ahead." This may sound simple, but in the context of Djokovic's career, it's a major revelation. Let's break this down. Djokovic is known for being one of the most meticulous athletes in history. His diet, his fitness, his recovery methods, they've all been revolutionary. But now, for the first time, we're seeing him openly acknowledge the limits of time. For years, Djokovic's rivals, Federer and Nadal, faced similar crossroads. Federer started limiting his schedule before eventually retiring. Nadal is currently battling injuries and carefully choosing events. Djokovic, however, has managed to sustain his dominance deeper into his late 30s than anyone expected. This announcement suggests he's entering a new phase. No longer is it about playing everywhere, winning everything. It's about choosing battles wisely. The timing of this revelation is fascinating. We're in the closing stretch of the 2025 season. Djokovic is still in contention for the ATP finals and possibly even the year-end world #1 ranking. Younger stars like Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, Holger Rune, and Taylor Fritz are pushing harder than ever. By announcing this now, Djokovic is setting expectations. He might not be chasing every single Masters title anymore, but when it comes to slams and legacy-defining moments, he will be there. Shanghai, then, becomes less about the trophy and more about testing the waters, seeing how his body holds up, seeing how he adapts his game, and seeing how far he can still push at this level. Unsurprisingly, the tennis world lit up after Djokovic's words. Fans were divided. Some felt disappointed, hoping to see him go all in for one more dominant season. Others praised his honesty and wisdom, knowing that a cautious Djokovic could mean more years of him competing. Analysts pointed out that this move mirrors Federer's late career strategy, where quality outweighed quantity. Players like Rafael Nadal and Andy Murray have often spoken about how difficult it is to balance passion with physical limitations. Djokovic now joins that conversation, but in his own way. Even young rivals like Alcaraz and Goff have commented in the past on how inspiring it is to see Djokovic still competing at such a high level, but his announcement shifts the narrative. He's no longer just the eternal machine. He's human, he's planning, and he's thinking beyond just the next match. To fully grasp the weight of this, we need to remember Djokovic's history in Shanghai. He won the title in 2009, 2012, 2013, and 2015. He holds one of the best winning percentages in the tournament's history. He's beloved by Chinese fans, often receiving some of the loudest support outside of Serbia. For Djokovic to suggest that Shanghai might not be about chasing glory, but instead about careful management, signals a shift from past dominance to future sustainability. This announcement isn't just about 2025. It's about Djokovic's entire career arc. He's already the record holder for most Grand Slam titles. He's already spent more weeks at #1 than anyone else. The debates about the GOAT may rage forever, but statistically, Djokovic has done enough. So why keep pushing? Because Djokovic has always said his motivation isn't just numbers. It's the love of competition, the love of tennis itself. And if cutting down his schedule means extending his career by even 2 or 3 years, fans could see him competing into his 40s. Imagine Djokovic still playing at the 2028 Olympics. Imagine him mentoring younger Serbians while still going deep in slams. That's the bigger picture here. So what can we expect from Djokovic in Shanghai and beyond? Short term, he may still compete and test his game, but don't be surprised if he exits earlier than usual if things don't click. His priority isn't to grind through pain. It's to preserve himself for the majors. Medium term, the Paris Masters and ATP finals are looming. Djokovic might use Shanghai to prepare for those, knowing that strong finishes could still keep him in the race for year-end number 1. Long term, expect Djokovic to further reduce his schedule in 2026, possibly skipping more Masters 1000 events, but staying sharp for the Australian Open, Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and the US Open. What makes this announcement even more powerful is the emotional undertone. Djokovic spoke candidly about how much he values the support from fans in China, and how he doesn't take for granted the opportunity to still play at this level. At one point, he even admitted, "Every time I step on court now, I think about how many more times I will have this chance. That motivates me to give my all, but also to be wise." It's rare to see Djokovic drop his guard like this. For years, he's been the iron competitor, the relentless force. Now, we're seeing vulnerability, a recognition that time is undefeated, but wisdom can help you fight back. For fans, this is bittersweet. On one hand, Djokovic scaling back means fewer chances to see him on court. On the other hand, it could mean seeing him compete longer, which is what most fans ultimately want. It also signals a changing of the guard. Alcaraz, Sinner, and others aren't just the future, they're the present. Djokovic stepping back gives them more space to shine, while he chooses his battles carefully. This makes every Djokovic appearance more special. Every match becomes an event. Every tournament he enters feels like a must-watch. Novak Djokovic's surprise announcement ahead of the 2025 Shanghai Masters isn't just news. It's a glimpse into the future of tennis. It's a reminder that even legends must adapt, that even the strongest must listen to their bodies, and that the greatest champions aren't defined by how much they play, but by how wisely they choose their moments. What do you think? Did Djokovic make the right call by prioritizing his longevity over chasing another Masters title? Or should he go all in while he still can? Let me know in the comments. You're watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and the stories that shake the sport. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, drop a like, and join the rush. Until next time, stay tuned for more breaking tennis updates.